Hey, it's Saturday, guys. We've got our next workout and we're calling it Froggin. Okay, so with Froggin, it's a super simple body weight interval style workout. We've got three different movements, two different movements, three stations, and we're going to go every 5 minutes for 5 rounds. Okay. In this workout, say for instance you start on 0, it takes you 3 minutes to complete that. That means you get 2 minutes of rest before going on to the next round. And our score will be the slowest of the 5 rounds. Now, the nature of the sprawl is that, you know, we're trying to work on position and we don't necessarily want to do these too fast. We want to get down and up quick, so don't get caught up in doing that component too loosely and fast with a lack of explosiveness. So we still want to focus on being explosive with the sprawl, feeding gravity and dropping nice and quick, getting back to our feet nice and fast, but we can afford to push the run a little bit quicker. Okay, now with the run, circumstances are a little bit different for everybody, and we may not have access to a 200-meter run, but you know, you could use your driveway or a park and set up an area or your backyard with a 10-meter. We usually do like a 10-meter shuttle run. So 10 meters out, 10 meters back. That would be 2 shuttle runs, and you would do 20 of those. So 10 return trips to complete 20 10-meter shuttle runs. And that's an excellent option. When you're doing the shuttle runs, just a tip for you, make sure that if I was doing my shuttle run, and this is it's short and 10 meters, I'm going to push off this leg, okay, and turn. And as I run back, when I get to the other side, I'm going to push off the other leg, okay? So I'm not constantly pushing off the same leg. And a way to do that is to make sure I face the same direction on the turn every time. That'll take the thinking out of it, okay? So I'm constantly facing the same direction on every one. Right, with the workout as well, as far as the movements are concerned, we're going to let gravity be our friend, okay? So what that means is, with the sprawls, I'm not going to fight it on the way down. I'm just going to drop hard, okay? As I get my hip back to the floor, I'm just going to do the work on the way up, but on the way down, I'm just going to drop nice and fast and use gravity. With the run, same thing applies. I've got my, we use a technique called pose running, okay? So what that means is, doesn't mean, it's just the name of the technique. I lean forwards rather than the hips. You see people are running and they're running like this and they're pulling themselves along the floor. What we do is we think of it as a forward lean. If I was to be hopping and then started leaning forwards, I'd naturally shift forwards. So this run, we're going to let gravity pull us forwards from the ankles. Okay, like as if I was here, and if I was running, I would just be looking at fast feet with a forward lean from the ankles. And the more I lean and the faster my feet, the quicker I'm going to get those 200-meter runs done. Okay, as far as pacing goes, we've got to think about our last 3 rounds being faster than our first 2 rounds. So it's easy to come out with movements like this, real hot in the first 2 rounds, and then round 4 and 5 on the back end, in the middle of those, you're going to be falling apart. All right, so let's try and take it easy on the first 2 and finish harder on the 3rd, 4th, and the 5th. And always in a 5-round workout, me, myself, 4th round, I leave everything on the line. And 5th round, I just hang tight and get it done. All right, guys, that's our week's training done, and I'll see you guys Monday.